Tommy.
Hey Wayne, good to see you again.
You too. For a little while.
Yeah, we missed a week, everybody.
I want everybody to calm down for a little while. I'm getting all kinds of texts and notes like, where's the M&M? And you got to calm down. There's more in your lives than us. Maybe there should be, but just as I was telling Tom this morning, we were unavoidably detained.
Yes, it was, and it was unfortunate, but we're back, and I guess we'll start with some news and notes. I got a call on the vaccines and stuff, and a gentleman was talking about the reason he's against it was the fact that it's the government's way of contacting the evervites, and I just don't know where he's coming with that. I mean,
Tommy, evervites are a tall, thin plant. They're
yeah, but I think
they're a pine tree.
Haven't they been genetically spliced of some sort? Anyways, it's just totally ridiculous.
My evervites have not been. Do you mean the Illuminatis?
Yes, that's what I think I mean. The Illuminatis.
Oh, okay. Because you scared me. I got evervites all over my backyard.
But I thought the Illuminatis, that was something you lit and it kind of floated up in the air like a little candle. I thought that was what that was.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Bottom line with the whole thing, please get vaccinated, for crying out loud. Some other news and notes. I see Happy Jack's gonna probably walk away from his little Orchids of Asia adventure.
Oh yeah, Robert. You know, it's an interesting little Wei Mi Sung decided she's not going to testify.
I'm wondering if money was thrown there.
Do you think there was a few dollars? I'm not sure. And the other thing is somehow some liberal judge down in Florida decided that no one can look at the tape of little Johnny Jack Me Off. So it's it's interesting when you have money, like the OJ trial. Isn't it interesting?
It is amazing. I will say this, though, when you see things go wrong in the society and these people loot and stuff, I always said that if I'm going to loot, it's going to be, 1, the liquor store, and 2, I'll go over to that Pharaoh's and grab one of those dancers, just bring her out.
Yeah, that would be.
Teasing though, Gretchen. I'm only kidding.
Just kidding.
That.
That would be your form of human trafficking.
But it kind of would be.
Yeah. But then you'd have to have money to get bribe the liberal judge. But anyway, that enough of that.
One other sad subject: another shooting in a high school. I don't understand. I know evil's rampant, but I want to commend the brave students that ran at that coward. And too bad they weren't able to subdue him a little longer, but that's who we need to honor and not keep bringing up these 2 cowards. And again, like the previous show, hang them high. Yeah. Hang the 2 of them high. I know one was a girl. Sorry. Hang this evil. It's
out of hand. And what I like about Facebook recently, it's been all over that they're sharing the names of the 2 young men. One in North Carolina and one in Colorado that gave their life to stop the shooter. And I never saw a name on Facebook or a picture of anything of the shooter. I saw of the heroes, and that's what we need to focus on.
A lot of talk, schools and stuff. Why the evil? Evil is just unbelievable. Maybe it would be a good idea to bring some type of prayer back. I know separation of church and state. Well. In God we trust on our money. Our forefathers believed in it. Maybe these kids could worship in their own way in these schools or something, but we need to do something and get this evil out,
I think basically if you look in our churches, I happen to be Catholic, I know Tom is too, but any church, what you're seeing is people that are 60, 70, 80 years old. There's no young people, I shouldn't say no, there's few young people in church, and I think we've gotten away from the morals and the moral compass of what we were taught as children.
Well, 60 is young.
Well, yeah, it is. It is.
60 to me is.
I meant young people like our kids.
60 is the new 50, I think.
60 is the new 58 is what I heard.
Yeah, I'll tell you why. It hurts getting up every morning.
It does.
But I still try to support and stuff. Yeah. Anyways, sports-wise, Sabres have a new coach today.
Yeah, they do. Now, for that occasion, I wore my 40th anniversary t-shirt, and this will be the 50th year of the Buffalo Sabres with no championships, and our beloved Buffalo Bills 60-year anniversary with no championships except 2 AFL. So let's just say we've had a lot of success in this town.
Well, I'm sporting the 97 Rock 25-year anniversary pup tent, and it has been a long time since something good has happened, but for Ralph Krueger, I will just do this. But anyways,
Signs and Pampos. You want signs and Pampos, Ralph?
Of all the names mentioned, I think from what I've read on him, I certainly didn't want Jacques Martin.
No neck Martin.
Isn't it Martin? But I guess it's pronounced Martin.
Martin, and he's got no neck. I can't.
I didn't want that, and I didn't. This guy Tippett. I wasn't really interested in, but this guy seems interesting. The bottom line, like we've said before, talent.
Talent. We need to retool.
Talent's got to be fixed.
I was saying last night on Twitter too that hey, well, you know what? It's Botterill's job to find somebody that works. Not mine, not yours, not Tommy's. We've had. They hired Housley, and I was going crazy. I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread, and he was awful. So I think the bottom line is that we got to get a new thing in here, a new culture, a new winning. Just the whole bit about caring for your players and caring for your team and caring for your fans, and of course that will only go so far unless you have players that can actually play.
I also thought that Housley was the best thing, but I'm not going to say sliced bread. I'm going to say when Tim Hortons did something with those donut holes and they made those Timbits.
Yeah, you know what? I like the cake ones with the little sprinkles.
Just
God,
throw them back.
Of course, that's why nothing fits me anymore.
But same here. That and the dryer shrinking all my stuff. But anyways, again, the talent's the big thing, and this guy seems pretty interesting. And bottom line, though, talent's going to win out there with the Sabres if we're going to get better.
Yeah, we definitely. And God, I got so excited yesterday that Johan Larsson signed to go back to Sweden. Turns out his
fake news.
His agent said it was fake news, and but he better not be re-signed here. End of story.
You can't skate out this roster again, and
no.
You hear it's my big argument from last year, or a big question, I guess. We've had local media come out and say, well, we need 4 new D and we need 3 or 4 more forwards, new forwards. Who's going? Now, the obvious thing is the guys that don't have contracts: Gergensons, Larson.
Larson or Larson?
I think it's Larson.
Yeah.
I can't think what other forwards. Well, Pominville's up.
You got to take Saboka's got to go. I don't care about his 3.3.
He's still got 2 more years.
Again, I go back to he gets waived. He either goes to Rochester and rides buses, or he goes home and cries.
Right.
Done with it.
Give him a ticket to Modo or something.
Yeah. See ya.
The other thing is defensively, you want 4 more D, but I guess you could count Pilot in that mix. But really, you still got Humwick. You got Scandella. Bogosian has 1 more year. He's going to be hurt starting the year. But these contracts, these guaranteed contracts, are these players. You just can't cut them. And of course, the GM, they consider these assets, so they don't want to just let assets walk. Mm-hmm. I'd like to see how he's going to get someone to take a Humwick, a Sloboka, in a trade. You can't buy all of them out.
Yeah, you can't.
It's just financial stupidity.
No.
So I'm curious to see how he handles that. We've got to find a number 2 center.
Yep, absolutely. And we've talked about that. Without that, we're in trouble. But Krueger, good luck. Listen, we're huge Sabre fans. We don't like sitting here every week crying about the Sabres and getting pissed off. We love them. We love the Sabres. We love the Bills. And we wish the best to Ralph Krueger. He don't know who I am from Adam. I think I am going to get my media pass.
By the way, still a hack because it's 42 degrees. But you watch these playoff games now, and it's light out. When can that happen again for us?
I don't know, man. I want to see that building rock. But
and we're not. Again, I'm going to say it. We're not that far off if the right moves and the right motivation is thrown into place. Our guys that are here, our core, have to play better.
Yep.
And be used a little differently and
lay off Jack Eichel.
God!
All over Twitter. He doesn't come back. He's not real good. He's not even close to Connor McDavid.
He got another coach fired. No, Phil Housley got himself fired, and so did Dan Bilsma.
Yeah.
They got themselves fired. And if you watch Toronto, of course they're home too. If you watch Toronto closely, Matthews doesn't come back either. All right, so stop it. Their goal scorers. Matthews is easier. He has an easier time because he's got help. We got to get Jack some help, and lay off him. Right, I agree.
Yeah, I'd like to say something about interesting thing about this Poncho Billa, Ezra. I forgot his last name. This kid. You know what's funny about it is that everybody looks at Buffalo and says, "God, what a joke!" You know, a guy wears a mask and all this, and what kind of silly. Well, the man passed away yesterday. And it's a shame. He's 2 kids, 39 years old. Cancer is just a terrible, terrible thing. What I find about this whole thing is obviously this man at a young age decided to follow the Bills, I think because of our colors. But the way this city embraced him, I mean...
The organization,
the fans, you would not see this in New England or New York City. I'm sorry, you wouldn't see it. They'd mock him.
Right.
But in Buffalo, we got to understand the guy outside of the game, outside of the fan. And what a good guy he was that was stricken at a 37-year-old with cancer and died at 39. And people visit him. The players are wearing wristbands. It's just an amazing thing. And I'll be honest with you, it's one of the reasons that I live in Buffalo, because it's certainly not the weather, except for like 6 weeks in July and August. This town embraces things, good things. We have good people. I hear that Roswell Park is being inundated with donations. Yeah. In the name of Poncho Billa, who lives in Houston, Texas. It's an amazing city.
When Dalton had to pass and the Bengals won that miracle comeback there and put us in the playoffs, how the city responded to Dalton and the wide receivers' charities. And that's the thing about Buffalo. It's a small community. It's kind of like a college town. I think the players love it. I know, again, our local know-it-alls tell us that no one wants to come here and stuff. The truth is, people come here and they love it.
Yep. They stay here.
Players that don't like small towns, that's cool. Go there. But a lot of these guys stay here, and we take to these teams. That's why it hurts when we lose. And no, I'm not going to knock myself off because the Bills lose, but that's why we want to win. Our dads broke us into this, and it's big to us. And it's not the end of the world when they lose, but it would be nice to see us start winning. Kind of done with the Beantown Bull and Boston this and Boston that. And, when Boston, God forbid, they boo. If the Yankees the other day, what a team they got. Opening day, they're booing one of their big hitters because he had struck out twice. Philly, Bryce Harper's been booed. Yeah, they'll try. They paid more money than the Venezuelan country's net worth, and they're booing him. And here, our fans do love it here, and I know we get the table idiots and all that stuff. A lot of that's not even real fans going to the games.
They're just drunk.
They're so drunk, and they're, I think now a lot of them are neuro units, right?
Speaking of drunk at Bills games, just to reach out to Mike. You know who you are. Tom, the other thing about is you mentioned about how we start. I mean, who of our age, because some of our children were barely born, but who didn't know where they were in the comeback, where they were? Who didn't know where they were in the 51-3 to go to our first Super Bowl? Yeah. These are things, but what you don't remember is I don't remember where I was when New England plastered us 55-10 for the 300th time in a row. Right. We want to have some good memories. My buddy Pete, God bless him, he's very, very ill, and we were when Danny Briere scored in double overtime to beat Philly. We were dancing in the aisles.
How about the Philly game in hockey when there was a horrific call? And we were at your house watching, and we jumped in the cars to drive downtown and we thought somehow we would find the referees in charge, and ended up in a little bit of an argument with Pete Weber and stuff, but that's another day's story.
Pete Weber and some Philly fans. I asked one Philly fan, how does it feel to win?
Be handed the game.
Be handed the game.
What you said.
And thank you. And he just, because he's from Philly, he just said, F you.
And in the confusion, someone had grabbed you, and I grabbed them, and it was gendarme, and things got a little ugly there. But passion. It was passion. It was all good passion.
Who the hell gets in a car in Cheektowaga and drives downtown against traffic after a game because we got screwed?
And paid a little less for parking, but paid for parking. Storm in. See what we get at those referees.
Listen, I'm going to just put it out there right now. I'm not right. Okay, I'm just not right. It's the way it is.
Another funny story. Wayne made the police blotter, I think, back in the 90s, 97, because our youngest, well,
Alex
youngest
was a baby.
And my second youngest, had just been born, and we had gotten the New England game, just give him it, and then the Hail Mary pass interference or whatever happened, and you were yelling rape out the window, and the Cheektowaga police got a call saying that a man was yelling rape, and they thought they had a little deliverance on their hands and stuff. But God bless your mom that day too.
That was ugly.
We're passionate though. It's all part of the. So not only the poor guy that passed away, but we're all pretty passionate about this stuff.
I don't paint my face, things like that. I never did. But I live and die for this team. I'm not. When I say die, I'm not jumping anywhere, jumping off bridges. But I do care, and when they lose, it bothers me. Sabres too, and I just wish, but I've become hardened with the Sabres. They've been bad for so long. They just need to do something here.
On a positive note, our Bandits, they made it to the show.
Now, we're a little tied up this weekend with your daughter.
Right.
But if there's a game 3, we got to go.
We'll be down there. And
well, you got seasons, but I'm going to buy some and go if there's a game.
Hey, listen, if you're out there, check out those Bandits. That's a lot of fun. Those guys play hard. They've had a couple of bad years, but their bad years don't last long. And they're back at it.
They go get it fixed.
And one last quick shout out to all the moms last weekend. Happy Mother's Day.
Yep.
God, I'm still fortunate to have my mom.
Yep.
But we love you, moms, and thank you for all you do, all you ladies out there too, especially the moms that are nurses too.
Yeah, moms that are nurses. I think he's trying to get in good with his wife. But all right, guys, thanks for joining us. I know it's been 2 weeks since we uploaded. I'll upload this tonight, and hope you guys can get your lives back now that we're on the air.
And remember, you keep bending over. One of these days, you might not be able to straighten back up.
And keep it in your nicks. Good night.